everyone, it's Ghost Leopard and Everforest here to discuss the loose ends that Murder Drones left us.
Yeah, no kidding. We had so many mysteries unsolved.
Yes, indeed. And, we're not trying to, diss on Murder Drones or anything. We're not trying to, criticize it. We're just discussing these things, because it's fun. And we like getting into details.
Yes. And we absolutely love Murder Drones.
Yes. It's a very good show. Very dapper indeed. So, I guess we'll start off with the Uzi and Sin situation.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell the audience what happened?
Sure. So, in the last bit of the show, Uzi destroyed Sin's heart with the knoll. Not exactly sure what the knoll is. I think it's a black hole. And she ate the heart's core. It's a core's core. Can you imagine that?
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, she ate the core's core, and now Sin is living in her head. And it's why, how, and what else will happen next?
Yeah, is that going to be a problem or something? Or is Sin just going to be happy being Uzi's tail for the rest of eternity?
Or is Sin gonna take over Uzi's body? Sorry, I went dark.
I mean, she already tried Tessa. Who's the next best thing?
Yeah, I'd be if I can't have Tessa's body, next up is Uzi's then.
Yeah, trying to cozy up to In.
Yeah. I think In was more than just a big brother to Sin. I mean, come on, guys.
Yeah. Oh, and Doll might also be up there as we were talking about earlier, Everforest, right?
Yes, I think so. For a couple of reasons. Well, in the 7th episode, just like what Uzi did to Sin's heart, Sin ate Doll's heart, which just left her robotic body. But I believe that Doll was in Sin's head, or something like that. And so if Sin is in Uzi's head, that must mean that Doll also might be in Uzi's head. Plus, whenever in the flashing scene, after Uzi ate Sin's heart, In is running towards her and you see through her point of view, and the screen's just flashing purple and yellow. If you look carefully, it takes so much work. It took me forever to find it. But if you look, I forgot which corner it was of the screen, but in the screen it says User Doll in the very corner of the screen.
Oh, dang! That's interesting.
Especially whenever the screen flashed red, it said that, so...
Doll's up there. Maybe she's not as in control as Sin. She's more chill. I just like watching these things happen. I'm not sure what to do here.
Yeah. I don't know if she fully knows what's going on or if she's conscious yet or anything. But I'm pretty sure she's up there.
Yeah. Oh, eating someone's heart. That sounds terrible.
Being Uzi having two voices in your head, be leave me alone.
Yeah, I just want to sleep. Why don't you let me good night sleep?
She probably doesn't sleep for a while after that because Doll's too busy cursing Uzi out and Sin's too busy trying to get Uzi to wear a bow.
Yeah, for real. I don't think the bow looks as good on Uzi as it did on Sin or Tessa. No offense to Uzi.
No offense to Uzi. It's better she sticks to just her hat and not a bow.
Yeah. Her little beanie. Yeah. Oh, also, I'm 100% sure that In was the one who originally killed Nori, because in episode 7, Nori said that In looked familiar.
Exactly.
Yeah. also she doesn't seem to like In all that much.
And she threw a sort of fit whenever she found out In and Uzi were hanging out.
Yeah, hanging out.
Hanging out, yeah. She was so upset she slapped the sin out of Uzi, so...
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's one way to do it.
Yeah. Might have been for different circumstances, but it works, like...
Yeah. It works. I mean, that would have been just like that would be just like so dramatic though, like Uzi finding out that In was the one. Oh, and Khan too. Oh, he would. I wonder if why didn't Khan recognize In if In was the one who killed Nori originally?
I have two different thoughts about that. Number one is Khan might have not been there whenever that happened to Nori.
That's true.
He might have just found her after the whole situation, or because they all sort of look familiar, and like I've heard some people mix up the murder drones, and I've heard some people call In a girl and V a boy. Like, it's crazy. Some
what?
people out there. Yeah.
I mean, the In being a girl thing I kind of get, because his hair is kind of longish, but like V a boy? No. Mm-mm.
I don't understand it, but it's happened a few times, and I was like, oh my gosh.
That's kind of fun. But like, even if you like listen to their voices, In's clearly a boy, and V's clearly a girl.
That's what I rate to. If I hear someone say In's a girl, I'm like, do you hear the voices? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, for real. Plus, if you need just a little bit of proof, in episode 4, I think it was 4, referred to In as V referred to In as he.
Yes.
So, yeah, In's definitely a boy. He's also played by a male actor, so...
Yes! So, boy, definitely.
Yep. Oh, and also there was, Tessa, either Tessa or Sin appeared in episode 4 when Uzi was in that creepy-looking lab looking around for clues.
So was Doll. Like, you could clearly have seen Doll, but it was a little bit more harder to see the Sin or Tessa. You could clearly see the hand in the scene of episode 4, but you didn't really see the body. Like, it took me over thousands of times watching that episode to catch on to that.
Yeah, I think I need to rewatch some of these episodes. Clearly, you're more able to see the details than I am.
No, if I love a show, I feel the need to watch it over and over again in case I miss something, especially if it's something like Murder Drones with a lot of mystery and more detail to it, like...
Yeah. I mean, they don't really have all that much time to put this huge story in, so every second counts for their animation.
Yes, it does. But yeah, I'm not fully for sure because you saw chains also in that scene with the Sinner Tessa.
Yeah, so if it was Tessa, she was probably being kept there until Sin needed her. But if it was Tessa, wouldn't she have, suffocated because of the poisonous gas?
I know, that's what I'm trying to think. And we only saw the back of her. It would have been a little bit more helpful if we saw the front, but Glitch can't have that.
No. If it was Sin, my theory is that Sin was just, kind of getting a good look at Uzi, or maybe even, infecting her with the solver right then and there. Although she already had showed... Never mind, she had already shown... That was silly.
I mean, that, and also, right after that, you see Doll behind Uzi, which makes me leaves me wondering, did Doll know Tessa? Like, what was going on there?
She didn't really act like she knew who Tessa was in episode 7. She referred to her as human, so she definitely thought she was human.
Definitely. Man, Sin is dang.
Yeah. She's pretty good.
Oh, and also in episode 4, if you look behind In, whenever he went into that one cabin with all the screens and stuff, and he's pressing buttons on that one screen, and the screen just goes completely black. I'm not fully for sure what color it is, if it's orange or yellow eyes, but you see like eyes behind him on the screen, and you clearly see it blink and everything.
Oh. That's interesting. What does this mean?
Yeah, me just looking at those details like, oh, hi there.
Either Doll or Sin are everywhere, or both. Maybe they're just both being creepy stalkers.
If you think about it, Doll was in every single episode, even the last episode with just the clip of her body.
Yeah.
She might not have been alive, but she was there.
Yeah, she was there. Oh, also, I'm pretty sure, J and V probably both knew who Tessa was when she landed. If you know what I mean.
I think so. Yeah. I also think V remembered the past memories, too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, she was so mad when, Uzi was poking around inside V and In's head. She was so mad.
She was so mad. And the way she acted when In couldn't remember in the second episode, and he was like, we might have grown up in a scary, spooky mansion and all this. And then V was just like, please just stop poking into all of that. Just stop.
Really? I missed that part. I really need to pay more attention.
Yeah, it was the scene where she's still chained up in the second episode. Or was it the third? I don't remember. It was either the second or third episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's just like, we might have grown up in a scary, spooky mansion. Don't you wonder what we really are? And V is just like, you and that purple thing. Just stop poking into that stuff. Just, yeah.
Purple thing.
The purple thing. Also, the sweetest thing, we're talking about facts, but the sweetest thing is the first time V actually called Uzi by her name was the part where V sacrificed herself.
Really? She didn't say her name any other time?
No, I'm 99% certain that was the first time she said Uzi.
Well, that's a cute little detail.
I know. Yeah.
I really like the part where the bus driver was asking what happened to all these other students, and V was like, it was me. Taking the blame, and so Uzi didn't have to.
Yeah.
I mean, she didn't really do it in the nicest way, but...
She didn't, but she was, yeah.
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 Yeah. Anyway, what about... I was thinking, so you know how, Sin got all, J and V, and probably N too, to kill all the humans in the gala?
Yes.
I'm kind of imagining that Sin probably got Jay to do it to Tessa, and then she snapped Jay out of it just so Jay would see what she had done, and she's like, just don't do that same thing to me, okay? But imagine how devastated Jay would have been.
And that's, I mean, that would have broke her for how close they were.
Yeah.
In that one episode, you could tell how close they were.
Yeah, for real. They were just chilling together. They're buddies. And then
I
I might actually animate that. That would be cool.
That would be. I also noticed how, whenever, in V and J weren't exactly, disassembly drones yet, how J wasn't really that close to V, and how she just despised N.
Yeah.
And loathed Sin.
Oh, yeah, she did not like Sin just as much as Tessa's parents did not like Sin. There was some energy going on there.
Yeah, that was, I mean, I feel bad for Sin because I feel like she wasn't just Sin, the absolute solver. I feel like she might have been a person or worker drone.
Yeah. But then, and she may have, like, just lived peacefully in that place if Tessa's parents hadn't treated her like that.
And she might not have killed all of humanity.
Yeah. Oh, I wonder if they do come out with a second season. I wonder if there will be, like, survivors or anything. That would be kind of interesting.
That would be.
It would.
Very interesting.
Yeah. Sorry. I think it's, like, this is just a weird detail I noticed, but Uzi's never actually met a real human, unless you count the people in In's memory.
True.
And she's been hating them this entire time. I mean, with good reason, but...
Also, why do you think in the 5th episode, whenever you saw a human, they were just black?
I think In's memory was fuzzy still.
I think it was too, because also another detail, if you look closely, you can see glitching and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Me and Pumpkin King originally thought that was because some of the guests were holograms.
Also, this might have just been an animation error or something, because they weren't exactly at the peak animation at the 5th episode, but after Sin pushes Tessa's parents away, all of the other, like, people, humans aren't in the seats anymore.
They're just standing there?
No, they're just gone.
Oh, they just disappeared?
They just... I don't know if it was an animation error or if they just took off and hid.
If I saw Sin come into the gala I was in and, like, crush what was supposed to be Copper 9 or Earth, I still don't know which one, I would have been like, yep, I'm out. I'm out.
Yeah, be like, not today, even though it was to that day.
Yeah. Do you think the spooky mansion that Tessa and V and J were living in was on Earth or on Copper 9?
I think it might have been on Earth.
Okay.
Because if they were on Copper 9, wouldn't they need to have masks?
True, but it looked like Copper 9 could support life before it exploded or the meteor hit. Still not sure which one.
True.
Because there are trees in the 4th episode.
Oh, yeah. I was a little confused about that, because it seemed like everything was just completely dead, and then there was like, oh, look, trees.
Yeah, for real, though. It's like, isn't it supposed to be inhabitable? These trees don't look
Maybe
dead.
there was another sign or something that life can come back to Copper 9 or something.
Yeah. I think N would like a puppy. What do you think?
Oh, yes. Oh my gosh, imagine if there ever was a second season that In and Uzi take off to the planet with all the puppies that are immortal.
Yes. That would be cute.
That would be adorable. I would love Glitch. If you hear this, you have to make at least just an extra of In and Uzi going to this planet
With puppies!
with puppies.
Or maybe In gets his In dog.
Yes, you make sure he gets a golden retriever.
Yes. Because they have gentle mouths.
Yes.
Now, about the human skeletons on Copper 9. Like, if they were frozen and then died, like, if they died and then got frozen immediately, wouldn't they have, like, I don't know, wouldn't their entire bodies have been preserved? And if they rotted, like, away and then froze, why on earth would their clothes still be there?
Good question. I honestly am not sure how to make sense of that, because some of the skeletons are just bone naked.
Yeah, like, were those people naked? What was going on? Maybe they got stolen by the drones.
Maybe some were bone naked and some had clothes. And yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah. We're just gonna assume their clothes got stolen.
Yeah,
Either that or they were in the shower.
They were in the shower, and then all of a sudden they started screaming, and then they were just bare bone naked.
Yep. Ooh, what about the extra spaceships that were floating in the sky at the end of the first episode?
Oh, yeah. I remember us talking about that. Yeah, I still have that theory that there was maybe either copies of N, V, and J, or extra disassembly drones in there. But I honestly don't know why they crashed, because, like, J and, well, Tessa, Sinessa, their ship made it just fine.
Yeah.
So why would the other ships crash and burn? Like,
Maybe they just, like, got too close to the atmosphere during their orbit or something. I don't know how gravity works.
maybe because they didn't have a Sinessa driving it.
Yeah. They needed Sinessa driving it to
Yeah.
make... I mean, Sinessa's introduction was legendary, if we're being honest.
It was, very much so.
So do you think N, J, and V were the only murder drones sent to Copper 9, or were there others?
I think there might have been others, because in the first episode, Jay said something that got me wondering. It was right before she put that virus on N, and they're talking. And then she was like, I don't know exactly how to phrase it, I might have to look at it again, but what I understood is in our squad might be top for sure.
Huh, so there definitely were other squads. Or at least that's what she was programmed to think.
It's either she was programmed to think that, or there was, or maybe I was just hearing it wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what that was.
Plus... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, you go on.
Oh, okay. In Alice's lab, she shows that she has a bunch more of the murder drones or absolute solver cores, which were probably from murder drones. So
Yeah, and the bodies that were there too.
there were bodies. Oh, and the one scene where they were some of those murder drones?
I'm pretty sure all of them were murder drones, because you see the orb headband thingies and the way their teeth are.
That's cool. So there definitely were other murder drones, is what you're saying.
I think there was.
Yeah. I wonder what other ones. OC time!
Oh, see? Ugh.
Oh, also, there's the fact that Jay lived past the 8th episode. Probably.
Yeah, I'm honestly not sure. In the end credits, in that one scene where it's her working on the spaceship, I don't know if that was a scene from the past or the present or the future. Like, we don't exactly have context of whenever all those images appeared throughout the the timeline.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure most of it was, after the battle and all that stuff.
Yeah, after everything's going back to not normal.
Not normal, but sort of normal, yeah.
The new normal.
Also, in the last episode, there was other worker drones in the classroom. Where were they in the battle? Were they just huddled up on like one piece of the planet or something?
Probably.
They're just huddled up while Lizzie and Thad and Con are fighting over here, running away from the whatever they're called.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, could they have helped much in the battle? Really?
I mean, no, not really. Also, what was Con holding in the 8th episode whenever they're falling and Con's laughing at Sin? What was he holding?
I'm not sure. Con honestly took a legendary turn in that episode.
He did. I liked him even more.
Yeah. He
even did the T-pose whenever they were floating in space.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in the background, whenever Lizzie is shooing off I forgot what they're called, Scintille. Whenever she was shooting it off, Con was doing a T-pose in the background, which got me so hard.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. He was at his worst in episode 1, and then he slowly got to his peak, and then... Oh, do you think Nori and Con are gonna get back together?
I think so, because also in the end credits, you see Nori on Con's head whenever they're playing cards.
Oh, that's so cute! I kinda wanna draw that.
Yeah, she was just chilling on his head, and I think he was looking up at her as him, her, a few other worker drones, and Uzi and In were playing cards.
That's so cool. I need to rewatch episode 8.
I thought it was cute.
Yeah.
I rewatched that episode so many times, yeah.
Yeah. After all these episodes, In finally got to play cards.
Yes, he finally got to play the cards. And he didn't have to murder everyone, too, so that was a plus.
Yeah. Now, what about that intern guy from episode 7?
I am still trying to figure him out. I don't know if he was something big or just something that they threw in, but then again, Glitch doesn't just throw in stuff.
Yeah.
Like not too much.
True.
I don't know if that guy was important, because the way he was reacting, but also the way he was pretty much clueless, but also knowing at the same time.
Yeah. I mean, he's dead now, so...
True. Or is he? We don't know.
That would be a fun plot twist.
Plot twist, the intern guy is still alive.
Dun, dun, dun. Hello, I'm the one who caused the end of Copper 9, so, yeah.
Yeah. Nah, he's most likely dead.
Yeah. You put on the wrong suit.
He was an important guy that didn't last long.
Yep. How did, okay, I know Doll kind of went looking for trouble, but how did Thad and Lizzie outlive her?
The ultimate question. Doll died by, the sword, and then Lizzie and Thad are just flying around with Con.
How did Con outlive Doll?
How did they all outlive Doll? Come on, let's be serious.
Yeah. I don't know. Then again, Doll did, go looking for trouble, so...
But so did Lizzie and Thad in that which episode?
It was episode 7, yeah.
Yeah, it's 7. Whenever they were gonna act all cool, and everyone was like, "Oh, they're gonna have a battle," and the next thing you know, they're floating in space.
Yeah.
Like, that wasn't a battle. What? That was severe disappointment.
Yeah. Thad is, like, honestly, the most underrated character in the entire series. Like, he was the only, like, nice worker drone. Like, he was kind of trying to... Okay, maybe he was flirting a little bit, but he was actually being friendly to Uzi, at least. Plus, he stood up to the murder drones when Khan and his gang were, like, cowering. And then... Yeah. And then Yeah. On top of it all, he went to look for Uzi in the second episode and bring her back to their base.
Yeah, he was a sweetheart. We have to admit it. He was a sweetheart. He is a sweetheart. He lived. Yeah.
Yeah. He's just a very legit character.
Him and In are probably gonna be best buds.
Yeah, that would be a fun friendship.
That would be.
That gets into football.
Oh gosh. And Thad shows In football, and In shows Thad puppies.
Yes. In gets his golden retriever, and Thad can have like a basset hound or something like that.
Yeah.
Now, what about Nori in episode 7? Like, why didn't she just like leave the that little area underground? Was she being guarded by the Sentinels, or was she she was looking for the little cure thing, but
yeah, I'm calling it the USB.
The USB?
USB. I'm not sure if that's how you say it, right? I'm not sure if that's what it is. That's just what I've been calling it. But also, why was there so many other why was there so many other different-ish crosses too? Because in the beginning, Nori is trying to figure out where the cross cure thing is, and she froze it in a box with a whole bunch of others.
I bet there were a bunch of tests, like they were trying to figure out how to cure the solver, and those were like prototypes and stuff.
Maybe, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Could she not leave, or did she not want to, or did she just not know how others would react if she was still alive?
I don't know. She was afraid. Or just trying to find... Maybe she was trying to find the cure so she could make sure Uzi was okay, because she knew that Uzi would definitely have the solver. Now, what about a second season for Murder Drones?
I believe there either will be or a spin-off from the hints from episode 8, the unanswered questions, and from the Glitch X.
Yeah.
Because there was a scene in the Glitch X where En and Uzi are talking about making their own animated series. And they're like, and at the end of their little clip, Uzi's like, but it's not ready yet, so be prepared.
Very interesting. I would definitely love to see a season 2 of Murder Drones.
I would too, because I feel like, like I said, there's still some questionable questions.
Yes, indeed. Like the ones we've been asking.
Yeah.
With that being said, I think that wraps up today's video. Bye!
Bye!
See you next time on Dear Fox Studios. Make sure to like and subscribe. Please subscribe.
And check out Glitch.
Yep.